You're listening to the Experiencing God Day by Day podcast, brought to you by Blackaby Ministries International.
November 11th, Losing Your Life, Matthew 16, verse 25. For whoever wants to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life because of me will find it. Christians are commanded to lose their lives. This means they ought to deliberately release their lives to God and His kingdom. One of the greatest hindrances to your being on mission with God will be your view of what constitutes your legitimate rights. That is, those things that you feel you have a right to experience and enjoy. It's not difficult to turn over to Christ those things that are not a sacrifice, or that you would prefer to do without anyway. Rather, it is the things that are good and that are dear to you that may stand between you and God's will. It's good to be near your own children and grandchildren, for example, but God may want you to go to another city or continent on mission with Him. It's good to get adequate rest, but you may receive a call of distress in the middle of the night. You may assume that you have a right to certain material things, yet God may ask you to release all of your possessions to Him and His purposes. Matthew 19, verse 21. Jesus modeled perfectly this attitude toward life. He had a legitimate right to enjoy the comforts of heaven, yet He did not look at it as a right He should hold on to, nor did He see leaving all that was His as a sacrifice too costly to make. Philippians 2, verses 5 to 11. As a result, God highly exalted Him and brought salvation to a broken world. Has the world convinced you that there are certain rights that you must protect? Are you trying to save your life? Have you noticed that in so doing, you are actually losing the life God wants you to have?
This podcast is based on the book Experiencing God Day by Day by Henry and Richard Blackaby, published by B&H Publishing Group, music by Mark Brown.